what do I think about the transition from what you typically call like an R&D phase to phase? One of the most interesting aspects of that is you often meet different people, or different people become more important. The roles change when you go over that kind of a transition. Planning for that and managing for it is important. The last company that I started, I'll leave you with this thought. We hired a bunch of people. Now, when you're starting a new company and it's small and there's not a lot of money and it doesn't, you haven't got an office, you're interviewing people at Starbucks, it's hard to get people to come on board. And one of the carrots you may be tempted to throw out in front of them is say, okay, I'll make you the vice president of sales if you'll join us. I can be vice president of sales. That's great. But the problem is, they may be a good vice president of sales when you're trying to get 3 test customers, and not a good one when you're trying to hire a field force that has to be in 17 different regions. They have no experience with it, they don't know how to do it, and they're probably not good at it. So what I did in the last company is I didn't give in to that temptation. I said, everybody's hired, the most senior people, they're director of this, director of that. And the reason, I would say to them, is we're going to make you rich, even if we don't make you ego happy. Because we're going to be so successful that we have to hire somebody else who's been doing that for 20 years at Oracle or Cisco, or wherever it might be, to be vice president of sales, and you'll be director of sales. You can learn a lot, and if it upsets you, just always remember this: you have 20 times as much stock as that people. And that's a great argument. So be careful when you hire people early on to recognize that as the company grows, you've got to change the management. You have to bring on people with different sets of skills, and that's what you do at those transition points. You're about to scale it up, that's when you bring in the heavy hitters and the bigger guns.